I need to shave. I'm gonna go ahead and pretend like, I hadn't been missing for a few months. Your boy had some stuff he had to handle. I don't even know if I can do this anymore. Can I still stream? Do I still know how to stream? It's kind of warm. Do I still know how to stream? Is that what it is? Haven't made no videos, hadn't done nothing, and now we just staring at Nelly's number 3, right? So let's try to get back to it, right? Let's see. I might be rusty. Let's see if we can get back to it. Anyway, hey guys, it's been a minute. Your boy had to settle some things, and it left me low on energy. There's a lot of stuff that had happened to me, or not to me. A lot of stuff that I have had to deal with in the last couple of months that just left low energy for this. Some things good, some things like mediocre, some things bad. So a lot of stuff, quote unquote, getting in the way. But I'm back. I'm going to try to get back to my whole consistent, at least 4 or 5 days a week, making the videos. I will say this, though. I am a bit conflicted right now. So I've stayed up on Bleach. I've been playing Bleach and Marvel Strike Force, right? I'm not diving into the Marvel Strike Force realm. That game is just for me to have fun, right? So I'll just enjoy that. I did take a peek at DC Worlds Collide again. And I saw that they put the Joker in there, right? The problem I'm having with the idea of going back to DC Worlds Collide is that when I looked, none of the content was different. Now, granted, it had only been a couple of months since I kind of put that on the back burner, then stopped playing it. And I noticed that a lot of the stuff that was coming out were images and items and things that they had already announced back 3 years ago, and that were mined forever ago. So not exactly thrilled about doing that content. Bleach on the other hand, sup Flip? Bleach on the other hand, I've stayed up on. Bleach seems to always give us new PvE content, hard or challenging, whatnot, however it may be. And then I saw that notification that they're going to merge the servers. You saw my message on Discord, right, Flip? I told you I was going to come back a little bit. It's been a lot. I've been through a lot lately. I can't, I know. I'm sorry. Damn. Anyway, but, yeah, I saw that Bleach is going to do a server merger, which I'm ecstatic about. I love that because I'm sitting here in this guild that I can't get any of the people who used to watch me on stream to be a part of because I'm on a different server. Oh, you just saw it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I disappeared for a bit. If I'm gonna be real, you want me to explain? I'm not. It's like if I'm gonna be real, left my job. 1, 2. When I left the job, and here's the thing. All right. I can only be so transparent because there are certain things moving in the background that I don't even want to be public. But left that last job, and funnily enough, and I wish them the best, right? I wish that company the best. It was a small company. It seemed as though, and even the CEO was saying it, that my standard was higher than their standard for compliance or whatever. And they just weren't able to focus on it the way that they should have. Fine. They got a firm for it. I don't think that's going to work for them, but I hope it does. Cause I don't think the COO is bad. The CEO, I think he's a little bit misguided because he thinks of Elon Musk as a hero. And it's like, all of you guys who follow Elon Musk and think he's a hero, the guy who says that humans aren't worth much, you realize you're a human too, right? So if you're just being a derivative of him, anyway. But yeah, so left that, had to figure out the job situation, which still hasn't happened yet. Whenever this stuff does happen, Switzerland allows you to do it. I took a little bit of a hiatus to work on a project. How do I put this? You guys know that I code trading bots, right? So, right when I was about to start, because I started a trading bot for crypto. I've been working on stocks, options, all the other stuff. This is so boring when it comes to like video game stuff, but Flip wants the explanation, so I'm gonna give it to him. I started working on one for crypto because I was working for a stablecoin company. And I was like, okay, if I'm already in this fintech world, let me go ahead and just try to do this. Let's just see what happens here, right? So I do that. Okay, cool. It becomes pretty apparent that it can be successful. And right at that time, I was talking to that very boss, like, look, I'm gonna need more of your expertise because you have a deeper knowledge of crypto than I do. And I'm the type of person, you steal knowledge from everybody. It doesn't matter who, and you gather it and get as much information as you can to make your next move, right? Right when I told him that, like 3 days later, it was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work out between us, okay? All right, cool. As soon as he said that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna focus in on this thing. They did have a situation actually right before I left the company where a deeply personal one, I won't get into it, and it's not anything to make fun of. They had a really bad situation where I had to like assist in running their company for like the last 2 weeks I was there, just so that they could get their personal situation together. Not making any light or fun of that. That was a real situation, and I'm truly in my prayers and stuff. Whatever things happen between me and him, like that was real, and I don't wish worse that on anybody, honestly. That then happened. So then once that passed, I started focusing in on the coding of the stuff that was happening, which basically left me working on that thing like 12 hours a day and burned out because I was seeing the path towards success, and left me with time for nothing else, basically. So once I saw that that would work, I started making moves towards making that a, let's say, permanent fixture in my journey towards, let's say, financial stability. So made those moves. Those moves are like in the works right now, literally. Oh, and part of that meant that my computer, which was running this bot 24/7, had everything about it being eaten up. So I couldn't use any of the resources towards that. So much so that it was like the same thing with YouTube. When I said I was going to do YouTube, I put a minimum investment, and then I said any other investment, like the lights I have, the green screen I have, all that other stuff, would have to come from YouTube itself earning that money, right? That's how I invest. With the trading bots, it was the same thing. I'll give you a minimum investment. It's going to have to be higher than YouTube, of course. And then once I see it working, I'm going to reinvest whatever to make it work further and further. So much so it was getting so good. I had a couple of friends actually who are computer engineers, younger dudes, and lady actually gave me the best advice. Converted my MacBook Pro, my old MacBook Pro, into a Linux machine, and then that allowed me to free up my PC so that I could actually go back to the YouTube. So did that. That's basically how it broke down. I just did not have the resources, like the actual physical infrastructure to handle my trading bot being like on this PC while trying to stream, while trying to edit videos, while trying to do all that other stuff, and had to focus in on that. So there's the explanation Flip wanted that I'm sure nobody else gave a damn about. But yeah, if I'm honest, I did miss it. I did want to do it, but got to handle business first, right? So we will see how it goes. The PC, the MacBook Pro has been running for like a couple weeks now. It seems like it's in good shape, so I'm gonna let it ride. I even have it like if I run my finger across it, you'll see like the glow of a Linux screen like hit my face, and yeah. So there's your explanation. Left a job, having to find a way to get stable, and now, funnily enough, typically, like I said, what I'll do is after whatever, and this job was intense, I'll take a couple months off. And now I'm back in the job market looking for a job while also developing this app and trying to set up my side hustle to, help build that little nest egg for when I retire. So anyway, there's that. Sorry. My bad. I missed y'all too, but I had to disappear. There's some other more personal stuff that I won't get into here. Tough. You'll get over it. But yeah, that was mainly the thing, was me trying to shift stuff over. Bruh, and here's the thing, Flip. It sounds like a lot. There was more. There's more like interpersonal stuff that I don't want to say online, not even because of y'all, but because like it's not, I don't have the right to like put other people's business out there like that. So yeah, but it was a lot, especially towards the end of the year. It was, like ended that on good terms, but then their situation was so like what happened with that family was so bad that I was like, yeah, I can't even. It wasn't that bad what happened between us. Let me come and help y'all out. that was because I had already set up for like vacation. I had vacation days left over, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm vacation. I'm out. Deuces, because I got stuff I got to take care of. And then that thing popped off like one day into my vacation. I was like, I'll just cancel the whole vacation and come back and help y'all out. So yeah, it was bad. Anyway. Doesn't matter. I want to get back to the groove of figuring out. And Flip, I guess since you'll be one of 3 people watching right now, here's the question that I do have. And actually, one thing that might be important is for me to put this up here. I'm so out of practice with everything. Not to mention the fact that there are a couple of things that have happened that I do want to touch on. Don't worry, I'm not talking anything political, but I will say this. I'm gone for a couple months. World done gone crazy. But we won't touch base on those things. A voice chat, no thank you. Animation volume, sure. All right, but basically, hey, continue. What you mean? Nope, we're gonna keep that on auto. There was a lot of stuff that happened. So, first of all, good off Sam Darnold. He earned his way through it, and the people who doubt him still after winning a Super Bowl are just talking heads who refuse to admit that they were wrong. Victor Wembanyama is MVP, although I would still say that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is no more of a foul merchant than Jalen Brunson and literally every other scorer in the NBA. I finally remember my password. No, man, I had to have the password reset. You know how difficult that stuff is? No. Let's see. Luka, there's a reason why they traded him to the Lakers and a reason why I was unhappy that he was traded to the Lakers. The boy can't keep his mouth. He can't get right. And it's insane. And he was actually playing defense when he stopped talking. Jaylen Brown, I love. And guess what? Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. It's just that a bunch of talking heads said that Jason Tatum was better, and they want to stick to it and keep being like, but it's Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is finals MVP, league MVP, should be. The reason why they got a championship. And guess what? If Jason Tatum's so good, why was his ass sitting on the bench during the Olympics? Anyway, but I love Jaylen Brown. I wish he was a Laker, as I am a Lakers fan. He is a Celtic, and it's so hard for me to be super happy about a Celtic. Like, for some reason, I hate on Peyton Pritchard over and over and over again, despite he keeps proving that he can actually play ball. And I keep being, every shot he makes, I'm like, look, there's no reason for me to say that. Can't stand, buddy. He ain't done nothing to me. He seems like just a good dude who likes to hoop. I can't. Hauser, but I can't. I knew that we lost the Knicks last year. Like I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't resist the urge to hate on him, and it is 100% hate. There's no grounded in it. Peyton Pritchard, same thing. Jason Tatum, I have a reason not to like so much. Love you, Ella, man. Jason Tatum, I have a reason to hate on a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the complaining, and that means like both Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, all the ones who spend their entire time on defense doing this to a referee. I can't stand them. Which is why when Jalen Brunson and SGA do their foul merchant thing, I don't hate on them too much because at least they get back on defense. And foul merchant is such a strong term. They're not like friggin' Trae Young and James Harden. Chill out. Zero reason why Tatum should have been on the bench. No, there's plenty of reason. They won. They won. Clearly, he picked the right team. They won. Jason Tatum is not a good player, and he, real quick, he gets the lemon booty whenever it gets time to close things out. That's why Jaylen Brown has to take over. Jason Tatum would not have a championship ring if Jaylen Brown wasn't on that team. But Jaylen Brown might. Ooh. Anyway, let me stop. Let's see. And I will say this. I am 100% what's his face? Jonathan Kuminga fan right now because If you pick that little nappy-headed fro boy Pods over Kaminga, you get exactly what you deserve. Period. I want him to be in Atlanta and shine. I want Kaminga to shine so hard in Atlanta just to look at. This is also proof that I'm not on Steve Kerr's side. I just think Tatum is overrated. But like, bruh, I want Kaminga to just ball out. I really want him to ball out just so Steve Kerr has to sit there and eat it every single time he goes for like 40. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. I did, and I have no hatred against Kerr. I actually like Steve Kerr a lot. I just don't like what he did with Kaminga. But like, I like Steve Kerr, and I wish I saw this game. What was it? 2 days ago with Pods and I could. What's his name? Pajinski. I don't want to say his name incorrectly because I don't want to disrespect. I could like. Someone brought this up. And I'm trying to be clear on this stuff. I basketball hate that person, not real life. I don't know them real life. Like, I had this thing with Devin Booker where I did not like him. Like, man, I can't stand it. And I made it bleed into what his personality must be. And then I saw this like NBA film of him like supporting his sister. And I think she had, and I don't want to say what it is, but she does have some kind of like mental, I don't know what to say exactly about it, but I'm not trying to like disrespect. And then I was like, oh, he might be like a good dude and just like a jerk on the court. And I have friends like, I love them off the court. They're the nicest dudes. On the court, I would love to punch them in the neck. I get it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be clear about like this dislike. What's up, Amir? This dislike is like strictly in the lane of basketball. I don't want personal attacks on anything. You put Rebirth of Souls again? Rebirth of Souls. Huh? Yes, I'm a Lakers fan. I hope for your brother that you don't face the. No, look, Hakeem. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm also a realistic Lakers fan. We ain't going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. If we do, okay, fine. We don't run into the Nuggets. You think the Spurs and OKC is gonna be easy? Huh? The 3D side fighter game. Is that where that image is from? I just thought it was a cool image that I got online that was what do you mean? What's his face? Ichigo. That image is actually from that game. The game category is set. I changed that. Okay, to be fair, I changed it 4 months ago. But I changed that. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Let me write that down so that, because I don't think I can change it while I'm on the stream. And even if I could, I'm not gonna risk it. But thank you. I'm putting a note down for it. I appreciate you. That has to change. That's what I'm saying. No. And this is the thing, Flip. I'm not that dude. I think we would have a chance. I was going to ask about DC Worlds Collide. And now that people are in here, I will ask. We would have a chance against the Celtics. The Celtics would win. I'm a honest Lakers fan. I don't think that lying about your team makes you a better fan. I know that we would get dog walked by the Spurs, by OKC. Honestly, we might have a chance against the Nuggets. Celtics would dog walk us. We'd have a chance against the Knicks. Like, I can be realistic about it. So the idea that we would win a championship, hell no. Not with Tubby Wubby Luka spending 90% of his time talking to a referee. No. So I'm a realistic fan. Okay, so this was the thing. And yeah, that was what it was. So Bleach, and then on Twitch. This is the thing that I did want to ask, going towards the gaming side. I do have the desire to speak on sports a little bit more, but I'm not going to, it's still a gaming channel and I'll play games. So that is what it is. I don't know if I want to go back to DC Worlds Collide, and I think I'm going to let you guys vote on that. What I'm going to do is, because I said before, I just peeked in on it. I saw that Joker was there. I saw that they had Hugo Strange, and they had Punchline actually, which was really, really impressive to me. But then I looked at the content and it was all the same stuff. The way that DC Worlds Collide works as a game, I'm a better content creator for that stuff. With Bleach is different. 7 Deadly Sins game. I used to love that anime. I should watch that again. That was a good anime. All right, cool. I'm gonna put that down. There is also the whatchamacallit, Kaiju number 8 game. There is there was one other one that solo leveling. There was those 2 games. And it is a matter of what you guys are most interested in. The ones, and I'm asking now because, no offense, y'all are the ones who are still around peeking in on me and whatever. And I know that others, when they come, aren't as much of day ones. I know my other day ones will show up. You know what I'm saying? They'll stick with me. But I want the ones who watch me the most to get the vote on, like, hey, we want you to focus on this content, this content, this content. And then I'll go from there. So I'm making what I want, making the content that I will enjoy, because I'm not picking a game I don't like, that I will enjoy for the folks who like really follow me, right? So I'm thinking about, like, in Discord or on the YouTube channel, putting up a poll with like the 4 or 5 games and then being like, yo, these are the games that y'all choose from. And in that order, I'll pick 1 or 2. And then I'll try to like alternate just to keep things fresh and then go back and forth. So I'm noting it down, soul leveling. And then Bleach Soul Resonance, I think it's just going to be in there. DC Worlds Collide, I'm still like gun shy about, because I don't think they've updated their website since November. No, before that, because I stopped before that. Was it October? Back when it was, what's her face? Cheshire, Swamp Thing and them. I don't think they've updated their website since then, which makes me really, really paranoid. Okay, it's an open world game, very similar to Genshin, 7 Deadly Sins. You peeked it on DC. Okay, so, and let me ask, DC Worlds Collide, is anybody still rocking with that right now? I tried doing my speed run of Resident Evil Requiem earlier today for my achievement, and I was 45 minutes past my achievement time. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. I'm too weak to mess with Resident Evil, man. Y'all about to have me have nightmares. So the achievement is to beat the game in under 4 hours. Who is doing that? 4 hours? You're getting dupes of Grimjow. Okay. Next question. I have not seen them announce Grimjow, and what's his face is going to end on April 3rd. Is Grimjow the next one? Because I've been trying to watch their Discord, and I don't know if Grimjow is next. I've been saving my resources. If Grimjow is next, that's what's up. They're releasing Amazonian season with 3 legendary Nubia, Artemis, and a mystery character, which might be Batman and Epic Yara. Oh. Are they actually doing the thing with DC Worlds Collide? That's my question. Because that IP is my favorite IP. I'm a Batman dude. Are they really are they doing that? Damn. Because I'll go back. Like, I have my account's like good. I missed 4 characters that I can get in no time. That'll be fun. Dump a little bit of cash. And then I'll get it. So I'm not too worried about it. But it's like, Artemis is cool. I like Nubia. And then, yeah, it'll probably be Yara Flor, or what's her name? Because Nubia is not the future state. Which one is future state Wonder Woman? Hippolyta's not in the game either. Or Hippolyta. She's not in the game yet either, right? She might be the mystery character. What's her face? Enchantress? She could be in there. 3 legendaries? That sounds... I mean, it sounds interesting. I can't say it doesn't sound interesting. And I mean, and like you guys know, if you've watched my content, I like doing in-depth guides on the characters themselves. And it's kind of hard to do that with Bleach, or it had been, because Bleach is one of those, you can alter the character based on the stamps, which is part of the reason why I put in the title that I'm going to look at the stamps of the characters as I'm going through this right now. Oh, yo, really? Man, I think I'm going to have to level up. So the stamps do make a big, big difference. And so I kind of want to get, quote unquote, under the hood of the characters and their stamps to see, man, we ain't going to make it, to see like what can be done. That was victory, but they were still alive though. All right, whatever. We record the points. So that was one plan. I don't know. I don't know. Because the other part of the DC Worlds Collide thing that's kind of frustrating is that the PvP mode ain't great, and I don't necessarily see any new like PvE content for me to say like, oh, it's worth building these guys up. So there's like nowhere for me to go. I haven't finished the main story, but the main story is just, I don't know. With Bleach, they don't have a PvP, which is coming soon, I'm sure. Hence the server merge. But I don't. They at least give you like good, consistent. We're gonna give you PvE content stuff because they're not gonna give you PvP. Surprisingly, yes, a lot of people. Although there's more content with the Discord server than with the actual game. Thank you, Amir. That's my point. It's like there's a lot of people playing it, but here's the thing. It's like Marvel Strike Force is a bad example because they do try to put out consistently different content, even though it's usually cakewalk stuff. But I don't know if they have a lot of people or if a lot of people are rotating in and out because of the IP. Does that make sense? So like, is it this? So for example, Bleach Soul Resonance grew to like 10 million downloads or whatever the hell the number is, right? That means that the number is constantly going up. DC Worlds Collide is going to have, from the beginning, day one that it gets released, 5 million people. Is it going to stick at 5 million because every month 1 million people drop off while another million people hop on? Or is it going to grow and go from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8? And that was that thing that Jordan said. I need to reply to Jordan, actually. That was that thing that Jordan said where it's like the revenue of it is constantly going down because people come in, they dip. They come in, they dip. And then you have the older players, which I would be considered an older player in that game. That game is not even a year old yet, who are like, what else is there for us to do here? Except just collect characters. It's like stamp collecting. I'm going to collect this character and then just look at him. So that's where my worry. That's where I'm kind of like, yeah, I can go through their kits and say whether they're good or bad or not, but then good or bad for what? I don't know. I haven't seen them do like any kind of major update, major event, nothing like that. So it's kind of like, what are we? What are we? I gotta know. Love that song. Yeah, I don't know. And the game has so many good qualities. That one is not one though. Anyway, I just came out of this. Got me all flabbergasted and flustered. So yeah, I'll put up the poll, I guess. I guess maybe in my Discord. Can I do Discord polls? Or maybe on YouTube. YouTube for sure. But I need to know the path for it. Soul Resonance is gonna be there. But then do I do like Kaiju number 8 is another like Bleach where there's gonna be that constant content. It's gonna be PvE. I'll always be able to do something with it. But then their system for upgrading characters and everything else, like what is always a little bit like, is it that exciting for real? Let's go back. So yeah, then we have soul leveling. Lots of people left last month because Joker was underwhelming. He got a buff and now is really good and fun. And Firestorm is Spectre for DC Ledge. Oh really? So they turned Firestorm into that thing. Okay. But that's the other thing too. And this is sad. This is sad. How do you release an underwhelming character in a game that has no new PvE content? How can you be underwhelming in a game that's been around for, 10 months? Not even. 9 months? And there's no new thing. It's not like underwhelming in this new game mode. It's underwhelming in content that's already there. See what I mean? Like, because part of this is also I gotta have fun. because you guys will feel if I'm just faking it. You guys will feel if I don't give a damn about that. It's like with music. If the music is fake, I mean, it can be a good beat and everything, but it's not going to speak to your soul, right? It's not going to really engage you. You'll listen to a pop song, you'll love it, you'll love it, you'll love it, and then it'll fade away. And 10 years later, when you try to hear it again, you'll be like, ugh, this wasn't that good at all. But if it's like really good music, it's timeless. And I'm trying to make content that's really, really good so that you guys are as excited as I am. Not like, man, he sound like he faking it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I have to have some excitement behind it. And the idea that they released Joker to be underwhelming, y'all, man, it's the Joker. He's the best villain in comic book history. Period. So, I don't know. I'll think on it. We'll see how it goes. I'll think on it. I don't know how I want to do it. But we'll see. I'm glad I got back on the stream, though. I'm feeling good about it right now. Feeling good about it. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, yo. By the way, I cannot remember who recommended Expedition 33 to me. Thank you. That game was amazing. It was so good. I cannot recommend that game highly enough. Expedition 33 is I love that. If I could have played that online, I would have. I'm a little bit hesitant because when I'm playing my games in the evening, when I'm on my PlayStation, I have my little adult beverage on the side. You know what I'm saying? I have my little G&T, my little rum and coke, my little burr. I might have a little adult beverage on the side, and I don't like to necessarily like do that online. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get wrecked, but I don't like necessarily showing that stuff on me. I'm still the old school communications major dude. Some stuff I'm just not gonna do. But I don't know. I wanted to play that online because the story of that one, the story was so good. I recommended it to my uncle. What's up, Shogun? No, the story was so good. I recommended it to my uncle. Me and my uncle over there playing Gran Turismo 7. Shout out to my uncle. We're playing Gran Turismo 7. I'm like, look. I know I'm way nerdier than you, but this is such a good story. This is such a good story. You got to play it. You got to play it. I don't know if he's going to, for real. Probably not. But he was at least listening. He was interested. It was a good story. So I love that one. I did Jedi, Survivor, and Fallen Order. Survivor was better than Fallen Order. That thing was good. Who we have here? Well, all is well with me now. And I can't say it was too bad, but I had a lot of stuff I was having to deal with. Flip demanded an explanation, and I gave it. And in order to spare people a 15-minute long explanation, you can rewind that back to the beginning. You can hear what I've been through, but it's not nothing bad. It's nothing terrible. Just, life gets in the way sometimes, right? Anyway, what was the other one? Oh, and I made a mistake. I made a big ass mistake. I bought Madden for the first time in 7 years. And the reason why I would not get Madden is because every other game I play, I reach a saturation point. Meaning, I'll play Bleach today, and I have to come back in every once in a while. But after if I'm sitting there with it after a couple hours, I'm done, right? If I play DC Worlds Collide, if I play, name a game, any other game. I just finished playing Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. Very good game, by the way. And I get to a saturation point. Hour, 2 hours, I'm good. 3 hours, I'm good. Expedition 33, couple hours, few hours, I'm good. I'm done. That does not happen with Madden. I know it's the same game every year. It really, really is. I don't know what it is. Madden is a game I can play for 7 days straight. And I made it a point to not get Madden since my ex and I first started dating. I think it was before that, or right at that time, where I had it for a little bit and I put it to the side, and my life became so much more productive because I wasn't playing that game. I got it again. I had a birthday, and I was I think it was a little bit before my birthday. No, it was before my birthday. I think it was in the beginning of March. I was like, you know what? I deserve a treat for all this BS. I bought myself Madden, and it was on sale too. It was like $30. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get myself Madden. I got it. Whole weekend gone. Whole weekend gone. It was I'll tell you exactly the day it happened. And I'm not getting political. I am not getting political on this channel, and neither are y'all in the chat. We all know how we feel. Okay, so basically, I had a homegirl I was talking to, and we were gonna go to a casino over in Baden, right? And then the homie Clinton is another American who lives over here in Switzerland, right? Shout out to Clinton, who will never see this. He calls me. He's like, "Did you hear what happened?" And I was like, "First, he calls me pretty regularly. I can't trip. He knows I'm more of a text message type person, but if he calls me, Clinton is one of those few people I can talk on the phone to. Everybody else, I don't like talking on the phone. Despite how much I talk now, I don't like talking on the phone." He called me. He's like, "You hear what happened?" I was like, "What?" And then he told me about the bombings. All right, not getting into it, but he told me about the bombings. We have our Clinton is also black, by the way. Just side note, it's going to be kind of important for you guys to understand. Me not telling you the conversation we had, but you guys will know the conversation we had. So we're talking about it, and honestly, the black part doesn't even really matter, but we do have similar sensibilities. Anyway, so we're talking about it, and I just sat down because from my perspective over here, are things about to get really real. I'm not saying on either side, like, whatever, but when things go off like that, then I'm like, hey, is this about to have to be really real? Like, am I going to have to like start figuring out, that was part of some of the stuff that I was doing. Like, am I going to have to start figuring out what to do about like family and stuff? Cause that's a big thing for me. Like, I'm over here in a neutral ass country. So am I going to have to make a move for my family or whatever who's still stateside? Like I had to think about that stuff. It sat me down. I did not go to that casino. I just sat like for a minute. After we got off the phone, I just sat for a minute. Like, am I going to have to make some kind of moves for my family or whatever? And my family straight over, like my sister all good and everything, but like, you worry about family. That's all I can say. I was worried about family. I sat down and I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I couldn't get it out my head. And then I bought Madden. There was that mistake. It was a Saturday afternoon. I bought Madden. I did not get up from this damn chair till like Monday. Just played that all day. So yeah, that's when I bought Madden, and that's when it collapsed around me. Everything productive. So I've been okay with the productivity, still coding and everything else, but it was like, yo, that is what sat me down. That is what made me be like, who does anybody do this with enjoyment? This is the first, I really don't. Anybody? Okay. Anybody? All right. So yeah, Madden. I had a bundle pack for the Sherlock Holmes games. I bought like 4 for $11. That was awesome. I bought this Inshin, which is like samurai game based off of like the history from the Yakuza. Have you seen the MSF dev vision? The game might be making a big comeback. I saw that actually. And here's the thing. I don't think the game really went anywhere. A bunch of people complain about it. They're not losing money, especially Scopely now that they're working with Monopoly Go. They're good. And especially since I think the MCU, the movies might get a legit reset. Tom Holland might have to save the whole MCU with the brand new day Spider-Man, because that is the first Spider-Man. That's the first like MCU movie I've looked forward to since. No, I was looking forward to Thunderbolts, and Thunderbolts was good. For you people who told me, oh, no. For you people who told me, who are online now, and I wonder if any of y'all know this. For you people who told me to go see Fantastic Four over Superman, all y'all can go to hell. I finally watched Fantastic Four. All right at best. Thunderbolts was amazing. Thunderbolts legitimately made me cry. Okay, like I don't know. I don't know if I want to go into spoilers for a movie that's like a year old. But like I watched Thunderbolts, and my homegirl Alessia, she was like, "You need to watch it. You need to watch it." And she was like, "No, it made me cry." And I was like, "Girl, come on." Then I'm watching it, and it got a little bit too real. Like it got a little bit too real. Thunderbolts was amazing. Superman, amazing. Fantastic Four was a wet fart compared to them two movies. I love Thunderbolts. I loved Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was right up my alley. Just like Black Widow, I really Yelena, the woman who I figured out now is British because I saw her on Hot Ones, and it stole all of the mystique from her. This is why I don't like watching actors in interviews. She was really cool in the interview. She was really nice. She was really fun on Hot Ones, but she's British, and I was like, and I had just broken up with a British woman, so like that didn't help. But like, she was British, and I was like, oh man, I thought you was Russian. Man, it was so much cooler when I thought you was Russian. Man. Anyway, Thunderbolts I absolutely love. It's one of my, I know it's not a top of all time movie, but for me, it literally hopped up the ranks into one of my favorite movies of all time. I will watch that movie multiple times. I loved it. Superman, amazing movie. I like Thunderbolts more than Superman. However, I know for a fact Superman is better than Thunderbolts. I'm not going to be stupid. Fantastic Four. I feel like y'all tried to trick me because I went to the theaters to see Superman, and that was cool. If I went to the theaters to see Fantastic Four and paid my money for it and then saw Superman on the screen, on like on my TV, I'd have been, bro, I might not ever stream again. I'd have been so mad at y'all. I would have been so mad at y'all. I would have just reset all of my memberships. Change YouTube channel. Y'all can't follow me. God, it was, and I'm being dramatic. Fantastic Four was all right, but it was all right at best. Thunderbolts was amazing. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I will say this. I rewatched No Way Home, and No Way Home still kicks me in the stomach a bit because I hate that he had to do that. And am I allowed to spoil it? If I say some stuff on Thunderbolts and everything, has anybody on here not seen Thunderbolts? Because if you haven't, it's really good, and I would recommend it, and I damn sure don't want to spoil it for you because it is a legitimately good movie. I mean, it has been a year, so I guess like the spoiler alert warning is expired, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody because it is good. But No Way Home hurt because he had to give up his people. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurt. And so then seeing Brand New Day, I really want to know where they're going to take the storyline because they're still there. Oh, and shout out to Tom Holland and Zendaya for being engaged. That's awesome. But I really want to know. I don't know if I can watch Spider-Man Brand New Day because the idea of you seeing people that are your best friends, like you loved MJ and what's his name? I cannot remember his name. But he was your ride or die. That was your best friend through all of the Spider-Man-ish, and he never betrayed you. He never turned his back on you. He was your guy, period. And going to them people and they don't remember you, and not even out of malice or anything. They just erase their memory. So you did that to them, and then like, I don't know if I'll be able to tolerate it, man. I think that'll get me in my feelings too much. Cause that was so. She had a party with another dude, and I want to fight him because he's kissing my lady, but she don't even know that she my lady because her memories go. You're supposed to walk up and punch dude in the neck, but you can't because she don't remember you. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me a lot. However, because Brand New Day is so compelling, I think the movie itself is so compelling. It might be good enough to reset the MCU if they take the next few movies and do it well. Like, I'm very, very worried about Avengers Doomsday being trash. I don't give a damn if Robert Downey Jr. is back. I'm worried that that movie is going to be a dumpster fire. Just like Quiet as It's Kept, most of the MCU movies since then. Like, that Brave New Day movie or whatever, that was not good. Wakanda Forever was not good. Fantastic Four, not good. Like there were so many. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse Madness, or whatever, not good. Like they haven't had a good movie. They've had like two good movies since Endgame. Oh wait, no, the Marvels I liked. The Marvels I liked a lot. That was a good movie. But like everything else has been like, I want it to be good. It ain't looking like it though. I really want it to be good, but it's not looking like it. Brand New Day looks like it's gonna be good, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the emotional fortitude to withstand Spider-Man watching the love of his life boo-booed up with another dude. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I could do that. I might not be able to make it. Y'all might see me literally in the theater screaming at the TV. Get your hands off her. I love that it hurt. Bruh. Anyway, the Starburst brain is back. Now, one thing I do need to do as we move on from the tangent of movies is I need to look at the stamps. Now, the one of the complaints I do have about Bleach Soul Resonance is the fact that I was really happy with the concept or the idea that the character stamps, the core stamps, all that other stuff, well, the character stamps mostly, could be used on other characters. However, it seems as though that's only relevant for SR characters, and every SSR is going to have their own like stamp collection, which is a little bit off-putting to me because I wanted to be able to like mix and match and say like, oh, I'm gonna put this on this guy and this on this girl and this on, you know what I mean? Just so I could say like, try different things and see what works. However, it seems like it's so customized to the SSRs that it's like, is it really worth even investigating? That is one issue I have. But the stamps are so valuable when it comes to the strength of the characters. It's incredibly valuable. So I don't know how to handle that situation because I would like to read into them more and be like, hey, let's make this work. However, really what it boils down to is like, do I need alignment damage or ultimate charge rate? Do I need crit? Do I need attack? Plop that on and then level up. So it does kind of dumb it down a bit. I'm not doing endless trial. Who does that? I did that to get the points, but you know what I'm saying. My Yuri to me has been a little bit underwhelming. Do I want to do this again? Nah. All right. Okay. Rambled on long enough. Let's see. So with characters. And they did have that whole chance for you to get the older characters through a gotcha pull that I saw. I almost did a video for that one. I just didn't have the time. I almost did a video for that one to see which characters you would want to get in. I do have him still, I think Ascension level 2, and his core stamp I think is at 5 now. Oh, it's at 4, so I need one more core stamp for him to like make this complete. He is still, and I should probably work on this. He's still in the top 5 for characters. Bankai Ichigo received an optimization not too long ago. I have been waiting on his crit rate, albeit this one, I think I can go ahead and level up. This one, am I supposed to have ultimate charge rate on him or alignment damage? I don't think he does any kind of debuff, right? Yeah, it's all crit. So if I do the ultimate charge rate, that's the thing. What I will do though for this stamp is just because it's Ichigo and just because he was optimized, I'll go ahead and enhance this, start that up because I do have crit rate on here and crit rate down here. We have attack and defense. But yeah. So we'll start that up. And then we will ascend that. Okay. So yeah, the stamps, the that is so much crit rate. The stamps themselves are Huge. Wait, what? Didn't I just level that up? Oh no, I just broke through. I didn't level it up. One sec. They are so huge when it comes to the power levels of these characters. There we go. There we go. So, also, same thing goes for the bonds. These things. I looked at this to try to switch this up with somebody else, and it just feels like increased crit damage during battle by 30%. All type damage. He's going to do more crit damage. He's going to do more crit rate anyway. So that seems to have made sense to have that equipped. Or it would maybe make sense to have that equipped. Wait. So that's the one that's active, right? Okay. Now if I go back to this one, it is 20, 40, 60. So damage dealt increases by 8%. This increases to 12, 6, and 20% based on the crit rate. His crit rate, actually I need to check details, is currently at 51%. How the hell am I supposed to get that up to 60? Anyway, I guess on some of these others, I need to have crit rate within the stamps advanced stats. Like this one could very much be replaced. But I do like the crit rate there. But we could get 2 rolls in the crit rate and make it a little bit better, regardless. So where was I? So we just leveled up the stamp. That was not intended. All right. So then who do I level up or who do I develop next? So my Yuri already got up here, and I can't even remember what I did to get him up that high. There was something that happened within his kit because he doesn't have another boundary. I do have his weapon stamps like twice, Ascension stage 2. Stage 4 for Javoy, and then stage 2 for Eisen. All right, so you know what we will do? And if anybody can confirm that Grimjow is the next SSR, please let me know. I'm tempted to. I already took Rangiku to level 100, weapon 90. I mean, I don't know why I stopped there, but that's fine. Same thing with Momo. If you notice, SSR, what's his face? Ikaku ain't touched him. In fact, I did something where I took his core stamp, which had already 5 like ascensions. I removed it and I dismantled it and used those 5 stamps to upgrade the core stamp for Eisen. Waste of resources, this dude. Now here is the next strike character that I have been working on. And here's the, whoa, why is she missing a stamp? Why is she missing a stamp? What happened? Did I steal her stamp from somebody else? Okay, let's go check here real quick. She needs her ultimate charge rate, so I need a stamp with ultimate charge rate. Okay, cool. This might be why I was having problems beforehand. Bet. So I need one with ultimate charge rate for her. Alignment damage ain't gonna get it. Ultimate charge rate, that does not necessarily, and this would be monstrous for her if I could actually use it for her. And the recommended one, release a technique or an ultimate attack, increases damage dealt by the entire team by 3.6%. When equipped by a tactic character, the effect is further enhanced by 12%. Please tell me she's tactic. Where's that? What support? Boo. Boo. All right. So with him, alignment, attack, alignment. Alignment. It makes me wonder if he has good stamps for her anyway, because I mean that is his girl. Jeez. So yeah, clearly I took stamps off of her and put them on somebody else. And I can't filter based on, can I do ultimate charge rate as the, not advanced stat, ultimate charge rate as the base stat, confirm. All right, so ultimate charge rate for her. What does this do per se? Increase the damage dealt by the ultimate by 2.5%. When equipped by a full assault, she support, boo. Okay, next. This would be good, but it's tactic. This would be increase ultimate charge rate by 22%, battlefield by 22, blah, blah, blah. This could be good for her. Her ultimate charge rate is increased. That could be good. Okay. I don't even know what Beast Tyrant does. What do you do? Increase base attack by 16%. When dealing damage, grants one of the following buffs: attack, crit rate, or all damage. This has the ultimate charge rate, but it's only on one level. I mean, basically, I can equip this for now and then just compare. But that's about it, actually. That's it. That is it. Jeez. Whoa. What do you mean no stamps found? Oh, because of the filter of the ultimate charge rate. Yeah, I was about to say, what? What are y'all doing? Okay, so. Confirmed, dog. Okay. Next on that list of things we should be doing for Nemu is attack. So it's ultimate charge rate and attack. Dovet. So if we can get the attack percentage already there with crit damage. Do I have anything that's leveled up more? I would like to put his stuff on her. Each time poison is inflicted on the enemy, the entire team's attack is increased by 5%. This feels good for her. This does feel good for her. But it doesn't give any other stats. Crit rate. Was this crit rate? No, this was attack. So the question then becomes, and I'm very hesitant about this, because you guys did say Grimjow is coming next. However, I have not seen that announcement on their website or the Discord. If he is coming in 2 days, then it might behoove me to save my resources. The other question I have is, like, does anybody know if Grimjow is strike, slash, spirit, whatever? Like, I don't know what category he's going to be under because they haven't given us any information on him yet. Oh, can you tell your boy's tired? It's been a day. How can you tell your boy's tired? All right. So next, can I sort these based? It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let's just do more. It does not matter. So she is next, and then so is Chad. All right. So if we do Chad, he's going to be strike. Oh, Soifon is going to be next. Is Soifon going to be strike? And where did you guys get that confirmed? Because I am literally on the Discord and their website, and it never says anything about that. Okay, so then that means that I should wait. Because my main issue right now is I don't have enough damage to get through the trial tower or through this other extra event. And so if I wait, so for example here, when I go to Civic Challenge, right? Yeah, trial tower. If I go here, I'm stuck at 17 because I have a level 80 SR that's trying to pull her own weight at this stage, and I don't think it really goes. Now, what I could do, already shared her gameplay and she's strike. Yeah, but where did you see it? That's my only question. I don't doubt. I just want to know where it is because I haven't seen anything. I didn't see it on the Discord. I didn't see it on their website. I don't know where they're putting this information up. Twitter page. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter. That's the problem. Maybe it's there. Then why wouldn't they put it in the... Okay. I don't know. Okay. So there's that for the progress here. Also, who I have been working on, and maybe I'll go back to that. They had a stream a few weeks ago. Okay, I definitely missed the stream. Okay, so this is the other character I've been working on. So now that I know that Soifon, Miss Butterfly, is going to be doing her thing. That's right. That's who that is, right? I will leave Nemu alone and go back to Byakuya. Because for some reason, well, not for some reason, he, I believe, is the key to helping me get past the the slash trial tower. I have Kenpachi, level 100, and like in a good spot, like a really, really powerful spot. Bankai just got a boost, right? So basically, my thought process is because as soon as I got another slash character, or another good character, I think it was Aizen, I completely started ignoring him. But now I feel like maybe I should develop him for the specific strike team for that tower, which I'll do now. What I can do, if she's coming out, I have enough time. All right, so we will item exchange that. Cool. Cool. We will raid that. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yoru will get a buff. Okay. Well, I did see that in the Discord where they said that they're trying to like work on optimization and rebalancing. So appreciate that. So level 8 for this technique. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to take this up as much as I want to. But we're about to see. I level them up a good little bit. I do have a lot of energy left. But one thing I noticed is that hoarding energy doesn't do a lot, especially when they do the double amount of rewards for the games in the tower, because you only get a limit of 5 anyway. So it doesn't necessarily do anything for you. All right, so then upgrade this. Level 9, bet. Okay. Ultimate was the one I should have actually won. By the way, if you were going to do that, Ultimate is the one that you want to start off with, just so you know. Don't want to release or spend? Nah, let's just go ahead and release it. Confirmed. Okay, so 546. We're about to do some damage. Raid. Item exchange. Upgrade. Sure. Level 9 on the technique, and now we need to do level 9 on the basic, and then we are good. We good. We good. I think the Yoru Soifon combo is gonna be nutty. One moment. One moment, sir, because I'm gonna check this out real quick with Yoru. Come on now. And shouldn't... Oh, you think... Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm trying to process what I wanted to say. Oh man, I wasted way too much energy doing this stuff. Okay, whatever. Because I think it would be like I already like Yaruichi. I love Yaruichi. She's one of my favorite characters to play with, like manually play with. I love her. It makes me wonder about Soifon. Like, what is her kit going to be like? What is it going to look like? I'm assuming alignment damage because of the butterfly thing. Okay. So, and then the counter, I guess we can do something with the counter. I don't ever put too many resources into the counter for some reason. Okay. So, so that's looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make myself a coffee. Haha. And I'm going to run this trial tower now. I feel like this is okay. His weapon is at 100. Stats is what it is. What is y'all? She's at 4. How is he? I guess it's the stamps. Okay. All right. So let's go to the trial tower. Use auto consume spiritual on raids. Yeah, that's what I mean. But the thing is like with the raids, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just that there's no real added benefit other than just saving it. Where it is, I thought at first, like when they had those like double events where you have double the amount of rewards. Well, yeah, you save your energy for that, and then you just dump it all in there. But they give you a limit of 5, which is like, oh, so me trying to save and be like budgety and get to that point was useless. Yay. All right, so what we're gonna do. Let's see if he's like leveled up anymore in the order. Okay. No. Absolutely not. All right. Anything else? The skills are good. The boundary, not gonna happen. These let's see. Crit chance, crit. What is his second stamp supposed to be? Crit chance, crit. Oh, nope. There we go. Ultimate charge rate. Yeah, and then crit rate. Okay, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and start this trial tower. Let me go make a cup of coffee because I am exhausted. I probably won't be on for very much longer because I am definitely out of practice and it's later in the day. I need to do this first thing in the morning, honestly. So what we have here is the crit rate with crit damage. Do I have any other filter? Crit rate for the basic. Confirm. They're giving 1 copy for free of Yadoichi. Do I need? Ooh, I might already have her. No, I don't think I have her boundaries fully done. So that's another boundary for me. Love that. Absolutely love that. Let's see. Good shout to the fans. All right, that's it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Sorry. Yeah, the next update is this Friday, right? Only dog news every day. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I have no idea why that song is in my head right now. When she's gone too long. Anytime she goes away. All right, sorry. I had to get that part out, and then I can stop and sing DMX's part in that song. Ain't no sunshine when it's on. Yeah, that I had to. Yeah. Let's see. So we'll go here. Oh wait, I still haven't done my. In this, I'm also stuck on this a good little bit, and that's part of where I was using my energy a lot. Was farming these things, and now I have so much of this that I can basically craft whatever I want. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Yeah. And here is the last problem we have. I don't know if I should use Ichigo or Kenpachi. What say you, Gojo Gaming? Should I go ahead and use Kenpachi? Truth Teller? Shogun? I don't know why I say Shogun every time, like the FX commercial when they talk about Shogun on FX. I always say it like that. I don't know why. Although awesome book. I think I only read the first. I've only read the first one so far though. Well, read audiobook. 18-hour audiobook, by the way. I always say your name like Shogun. All right, so here's the question. We're gonna put. We just did all this stuff to get Byakuya into the rotation. Am I putting in Kenpachi or am I putting in Ichigo? Now, Ichigo is quote unquote more powerful, i.e., he has a higher number. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's better for the situation. So what we're gonna do is go back and examine them slightly, just a little bit. That's a little bit. That's how it's supposed to be said. Shogun. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop. But yeah, that's how it should be said. All right, let me go back to the characters real quick and get on this. Hey, Ufira. Oh, guys. Should I tell that secret? I think I'm going to tell that secret. So we have Bankai. Skill. He has a lot of crit. Technique. Getsumas 464. Holification. I don't know if it's a wash or not. Oh, yeah, because of the Shogun. Yep. I haven't used buffed Ichigo yet. Team has to stay canned. Okay, you know what? Maybe I will use, and how far do I have his stamps? His stamps are relatively okay. His boundary, he has no boundaries. Skill, 9 9s, 1. Kenpachi, 1. Skills, 9 9s. The counter is slightly higher. Boundary, same. Yo. And then the stamp slightly higher. We're about to do a playtest. His stamps are slightly higher, but Bankai is slightly. Oh, his core stamp is higher. His core stamp is like fully realized. So that's why. Although he's only 2,000 more, and I think Kenpachi, I have like 3 of them things. I don't think I have. I think I only have 3. You only have 3 of those. Okay. All right. So we're going to use the new buffed Ichigo. See what happens. Why not? I forgot he had that whole optimized thing that went down. Nope. I'm sorry, Trial Tower should be under Trials. Why is Trial Tower under Challenge? You're messing with me. You know you have since the beginning. Since the beginning. I accuse you, sir. Sirs and madams, developers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to start this up. I'm going to go make my coffee. And then, so let's take you out, bruh, and put in you, the character in the series that I like the least. We're going to make this move. I'm going to go make a coffee, like the old days. The old days. You mean like 2 months ago? Yeah, like 2 months ago. Start. Be right back. Remember that from Saturday morning cartoons? Yeah, we're going to talk about cartoons too. After these messages, we'll be right back. you, sir, can go straight to hell. Ban user. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. So, oh, by the way, don't think it's lost on me that I've come back on April Fool's Day. It would be hilarious if I could just like remove my mask and reveal like an Asian woman. Be like, you thought it was me? Psych. Oh, by the way, as if I need to promote these things, your boy's over here with this Colombian coffee from the homie, from the homegirl, Margarita. She bought Cafe Mesa de los Santos Típica. Nice floral taste. I can't have it every day though, because it's a little bit too flowery for me, but I do like it from time to time. So I'll have it now. It's a celebration. And then up next, I don't know why I'm advertising these folks, but I will advertise this as much as possible because Italians know it and they love it. Pan di stelle. And forgive, I have a little bit of a Spanish accent when I say my Italian right now because I was studying Spanish earlier. So Dims, these cookies right here, they're dangerous. These cookies right here though, dangerous. All right, so next. And then we're gonna, well, actually cancel. Oh God, I shouldn't say that word. Let's go ahead and battle. I was gonna try to get the damage stats real quick so I could like compare it to, what's his face, Kenpachi, just to see like what the buff did. But it's fine. It is what it is. And don't worry, there will be no mastication on the microphone. I'll mute it. I'm not that dude. Okay, so. Your chair remembers me of Espada chair. What? Let me see. I haven't used Poofed Ichigo. I've heard difference that Ken works better with Nell because of the alignment damage. That would make some sense. So Ichigo might be best with Byakuya. I'm not certain though. Thrust is just too good at the moment. Thrust is amazing at the moment. Thrust is amazing at the moment. And I do like all the alignment damage. The problem I'm having, not problem, I keep saying the problem I'm having, it's not that many problems, is that when you do it in Trial Tower, I said do. When you do it in Trial Tower, you're going to lose a lot of damage based on what the conditions are. So I can't really use Kenpachi with Nell in Trial Tower. Other game modes, sure, that'd be fun to experiment with. I don't know why I moved this thing over here. Other game modes that would be fun to experiment with. Oh, that's why I moved it, because this thing is about to die. But can't really necessarily do it with Trial Tower. So by the way, shout out Gojo Gaming, shout out Truth Teller, shout out Shogun, shout out T6, and Flip, of course, he's already been in there. Hey guys, just saying hello. Got to get back in the groove of things because, you know, I ain't used to it. All right, so go ahead and have my coffee and cookies right now while we try to figure out if this is any good. The alignment damage thing does make a lot of sense to me. That was part of the reason why I loved Mayuri and Gin running together, because they both laid down. I mean, what is this? What is Gin's called again? It's not wound, because that's what Tosin puts down. I'm talking about the other thing that he does. It's not lacerate. That's what Renji does. Whatever it is, whatever alignment damage that Gin does, and then on top of the poison that Mayuri puts out, all of it being boosted by Nell, is fun as hell. However, and this is just because of me and what I did with my account, my spirit team is still like tops, because Aizen continues to be a monster once you get him to B4. So Impale, that's it. Thank you. Impale. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Truth Teller. That's the word I was looking for. Like I love the debuff mechanic of both Mayuri and Gin. And the thing is like I'm a debuff dude. If you guys know my content from like DC Worlds Club, well, DC Worlds Club too, DC Legends, I built up teams for bleed and disease. I had one team specifically called Bleed Bitch Bleed. Shout out Eminem. That was basically, I'm just trying to put as many bleeds out on the team as possible. When disease came in, I was like, yo, this is awesome. Same thing with, well, Marvel Strike Force, they make it a little bit harder to do. And it's a little bit more like mechanical. You can't be as creative. DC Worlds Collide. That was one of the like downsides to me, is like they kind of had that mechanic in there and you could kind of make it work, but it was also like the creativity around it was limited. With this, and that's part of the reason why the stamp thing is kind of bothering me, is that you can't, I want to move stamps around so I can get the alignment damage on different characters and in different ways and try different combinations. I want to experiment, but they make the character stamps so unique to those characters that it's almost stupid to remove them. Is Aizen B2 equal to Nell B1, do you think, before Aizen's buff? Did Aizen get a buff? Why did they buff him? He didn't need a buff. Aizen did not need a buff. Dadgummit. We didn't make it. Aizen definitely did not need a buff if they gave him one. That is insane. Let's go check what Aizen's B1 or B2 is. If we have to ask the question, let's go check it out. Let's go see. I'm not going to act like I'm not going to just say something. I'm not going to just say something. So her B1 is without anything. Or it was with, oh, I do have her B1. I didn't realize I had her B1. And this is where you get the extra damage. When releasing the ultimate, praise Gamuza, I know I'm saying that wrong, immediately gains 3 points of battle will. Each time any battlefield skill is released, Nell gains Reckoning for 8 seconds, during which all battlefield skills deal double, or well, 50% increased damage. All characters in the team deal 20% more thrust damage. Damn! I see you now. I see you now, my crush. All right, and then 2. We're going to go 2. All characters in the team deal 20% more spirit damage. Yeah, Nell's B1 is better than his B2. Nell's B1 is better than his B2. Now, the fact that it is B2 means that you've already got... Well, wait. Hold up. I didn't mean to sound like Cisco when I said that. Hold up. Whoa. I am not allowed to sing that song on YouTube. And not even because of copyright things. That's going to change. If I sing that song on YouTube, that immediately turns this into like a... Oh, that immediately turns this into an adult channel. Nobody else can watch. All right, so let me go down to Nell's, because Nell's B1 feels like Aizen's B1 and B2 combined into one. So I'm going to go ahead and get Nell's B1 right fast if I can find her again. There she is. So I'm going to get her B1 real quick. I'm going to take a screenshot so I can read them like side by side. So let's just be all the way real with it. All the way real with it. And study. This is the stuff I do need to do. Because typically what I have been doing, since I haven't done as many videos or streamed as much lately, is just like, I kind of want to just get this one and then just get a dupe. So, and then what I did with Mayuri actually was I went after his stamp, his weapon stamp, because I thought that was better than having the boundary unlocked. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to, who are we talking? Aizen? Aizen the monster? Okay, so basically on his first, English compression suppression, blah, blah, blah. When Aizen releases a backline battlefield skill while under complete suppression, he gains 50% battlefield skill energy. So he gains more battlefield energy. For her, when releasing the ultimate, whenever she releases her ultimate, she gains 3 battle wheels. Each time any battlefield skill is released, Nell gains Reckoning for 8 seconds. All right. During which all battlefield skills deal 50% increased damage. But if she's... But she's already released her battlefield skill, so she gains 50% more battlefield skill damage. Doesn't that mean it? I mean, I guess it does. I guess there's a way for that to work out. Okay, fine. So he's giving himself more battlefield energy on his B1, while she is giving herself 50% more damage. And then all characters here are gaining 20% more. Yeah, 1 second, error. Let me go ahead and get through this first. And then all spirit characters gain 20% more spirit damage. All characters gain 20% more thrust damage. Yeah, her B1 is basically a better version of his B2 and B1. So then if we go to, oh no, I can't do that with here. Okay. So yeah, I would say her B1 is a better version of both his B1 and B2. For Ichigo, his stamps, I'm doing a bunch of crit rate and then I think ultimate charge. This one I'm still uncertain about, but I have his ultimate charge rate, doubled up, alignment damage, not useful. And then attack. I would love to have a crit rate here, which is why I haven't taken that 6-star yet. And then we have crit rate, attack, and then what's the last one? And then the slash. We have slash damage. I want a better one for this, honestly. But yeah, she is he gets 10% buff along with Toshihiro and Ichigo. Aizen does? Wait. With Ichigo, but Toshihiro and Aizen are the ones that match up together because they're both spirit. Explain that one to me, T6. How does Ichigo give him a boost? That part I'm not clear on. That part is a little bit unclear to me. Let's see, maybe in his passive. By the way, man, can y'all get something that reads this stuff out to me? Jeez, y'all make my eyes hurt with all this reading. Speaking of reading, Color of Magic, just started that book. Awesome. Shout out to the homegirl who recommended it to me. It's amazing. The entire team gains. I'm not seeing nothing specific to Ichigo, so it makes me wonder what Ichigo was. Oh yeah. Oh, to be honest, also T6, it was not expected from me either because I had already had in my head to be like, no, Nell isn't. And it actually kind of makes me regret. I'm happy that I did do her B1, her B2. Maybe I'm not missing much here. Maybe I'm not missing that much here. Her B4, when any teammate triggers a counter, Nell's crit rate and crit damage are increased by 20 and 40% respectively for 30 seconds unstackable. But they have to trigger a counter and any teammate. She increases the crit rate, then she has to come out there. That's okay. His B4 is way better. That's okay. We'll get that. That's okay. All right, so Trial Tower, running it with Ichigo with the new quote-unquote optimization, did not get us any closer. Don't know if that's his fault or Byakuya's fault, but what we're going to try to do next is go to Trial Tower under Challenge. And run this with, what's his face? I wish there was some way to get the stats back. Wait a second, Aizen's B6 is better than Nell's B6. Every boundary after the fact. Let me check what his B6 is. Why not? Let me check what his B6 is. So if I'm looking at the characters themselves, so far, the B3, I mean, that's just this, they have basically the same thing there. This is going to be better than her B4 easily. Because yeah, you're getting more crit rate and more crit damage, but he just ignores defense, 50% of defense. So like all this extra crit, he's just like, no, I don't care about your defense, which is going to be more powerful than crit rate and crit damage. Makitsuke, he is, I think, only 2, although he is a monster. You reach 24 with B3, Kitsuke, full DPS, B1, and then Yachido. On the strike tower? Okay. I would like for Kitsuke to get a little bit more powerful. I mean, he is the SSR that is one of the originals that is, because this B3 you get to increase that level by 2. He is one of the original SSRs that's still valid. All the other ones, I love playing with Yadoichi. She's not as powerful as you would want her to be as the newer SSRs. Ichigo technically isn't one of the original 6, so technically. Ikaku, don't waste your time. Tosin I like, but he ain't great compared to the others in the thrust team. So you put Ichigo stamps on. See, and this, okay, perfect, Packer. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. And that was part of the whole thing about me wanting to do stamps, is I wanted to try to mix and match the stamps. Kisuke and Kaname are only good SSRs from that. I would disagree. Kaname, I think, is okay at best. Okay. All right. Let me chill out. Let me chill out. Hold up. Because I'm just about to talk some ish real quick. Hold up. All right. I disagree with that. I think Yadoichi is actually really good too. I think really the only problem kids that you have from the SSRs are Dog Captain. He's not great. Byakuya, who was good, fell off fast as hell once the game came out. Yadoichi, maybe she's not great. I think she's still good, but it might be. I don't even have her skills leveled up. We need to fix this problem prontito. Let's go ahead and do that now. Yeah, I like Yadoichi, and I like the way she plays. She's one of the few characters that I like actually playing manually. So there's a little bit of bias there. I'll admit. There's a little bit of bias there, okay? Plus, she's one of my favorite characters in the game or in the series. So biased. I admit full bias. So I'm not gonna necessarily disagree with your point there. Kaname, I think is okay. Kaname was good. Plus, his bleed thing is pretty clutch. So, and then I guess she's gonna receive some kind of buff, given that Soifon is coming in. Supposedly, from what I understand. Or not supposedly, but from what's been confirmed to me on this chat. I need to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let all of my energy stack for a bit. Why are you saying I can upgrade? You lie. You lie. Okay? I'm gonna let this stack for a bit and just wait 2-3 days until Friday. I'm gonna try my best not to use any energy more than what I need so I can stack up my spirit bank and just get some more in there. So Tosin is good, and I think part of that is his alignment damage and everything else. So he's good. Do I have this? Oh, Tosin, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do you like that. I did not. Oh, but I can't. Well, I'm not using him on the thrust team right now anyway, but he's good. I guess that's it. The best out of the originals is Kitsuke. And I guess for me, Yadoichi and Kaname are tied. And then you have everybody else. Byakuya, well, no, that's not true. Byakuya's next. Then you have Dog Captain, and then you have Ikaku. But it goes bop, 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 and then Ikaku's like that. He's like, I'd rather have Rangiku or Momo. Rukia. He's so far down there. I'd rather have Rukia than to have Ikaku. I've had a terrible experience with old buddy. Man from the Ball Brotherhood. We can't take it. All right. So anyway. So now, was that it? You put Ichigo. All right. So I'm gonna run this still like this now. But I'm curious about the putting Ichigo stamps on him. Very much so. So I'm going to run this like this now. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to look into that Ichigo stamps thing. So let's go ahead and go here to challenge where Trial Tower is. Not in Trials, but Rangiku is good. Oh, wait. Let me do this real quick. Then I'll read through. / leave. Confirm. Battle. And what I was doing before was I was literally running Kitsuke, Ichigo, and Kenpachi without having any battlefield effect. And funnily enough, I ended up in the same place I was before. All right, so let's see. How much better or worse is this team? 1 second. So basically, I do have Nemu, and I was gonna start working on her because I've gotten through Spirit Tower and the Thrust Tower, and I was like, okay, well, let me work on her for Strike. However, now knowing that Soifon is, and I had that instinct. I didn't know who it was, but I was like, we've had like two Thrust characters. We have a Spirit character, then we had like a Slash character, two Slash characters. Strike is coming up. I just assumed. No data, and now they've confirmed that Soifon is going to be Strike. So I'm just going to wait on the resources and then level her up later. Well, part of it is I don't need to level her up, but part of it is if I'm making this content, and this is just part this like this week for me is going to be like getting things together and trying to figure out how I'm going to make videos. But then I need to be able to say, like, for those who are not going to make such deep investments into a game as I am, hey, it's worth it putting some resources into Rangiku until you get such and such, or don't touch Chad because, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to slowly but surely try to work on the SRs just to be able to provide that, like, firsthand knowledge of, like, this person sucks, this person's great. That was fast. Andiamo. That felt much faster than when Ichigo did it, but I might be prejudiced because I was actually making coffee at the time. Nemu, Aizen, and Kitsuke on the Frenzy Feast. Wait, there was, damn. And I was doing it too. Okay, so in games like this, when you're trying to create content, I try to find a place where you can play test the characters. And of course, it won't always be even or equal, but you want as like close to like a control for your experiment as possible, right? So if they're all at level 100 and they're all B1, B2, whatever, those things matter. The core stamp is there, the weapon stamp is there, even though different levels of ascension. You can always say, like, take this with a grain of salt. However, I am going at this portion of the game with Ichigo and Aizen, so you can see the difference and see like who's better at what and. There was a game mode that I realized I could do that with, and I have completely forgotten. Completely forgot. I do not remember. Where the hell was it? I'm going to have to look at it. I'm being more dramatic. I will look and figure it out in 30 seconds. But that's obnoxious. Because I do want to try the Nemu, Aizen, Kitsuke combo. Because you said she gives him 4 buffs. Which 4? But well, I have to go back and look at 4 buffs. But right now my Nemu's not even, she's level 80. Like, she's not necessarily even worth bringing in. Actually, funnily enough, I used to just run Kitsuke and Aizen, and that was it. I didn't need a third. I did not need a third. Put Kitsuke out there first, walk him down. Yeah, training, but training is good to get to know the character and their mechanics. I'm trying to like play them against each other. Level 0. Let me check, because I think I have all of her boundaries. Let's see how this goes. I think I have her like fully, like, I think it's B5. I don't think they go up to B6 for SRs. But I think I already have her, like, from that perspective, completed. Well, now I'm curious to see what happens. Yeah, we'll wait a couple minutes. Ain't no rush. I'm not in a rush today. I'll get off relatively soon, but like, I'm not stressing. I have literally, well, I said, I shouldn't say that. I was like, I have, nobody's calling me. I put my phone on do not disturb. So it could be a whole list of things that I have to do right now. And I'm just like, nah, not right now. I'm not in that mode. It feels like they're ripping him apart. Am I missing something? This time feels way more effective than when it was with Ichigo. Oh, I see what it is. Training is kind of ass. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Although, I mean, for training, I think it is, again, from this perspective, if you're trying to learn the kits of the characters pretty well, I think the training is actually pretty good. Plus, they give you like some small free resources for doing like 5 minutes of work, and you can just go back and keep learning it. So from a learning the characters perspective, I think it's okay. But I get where you're like, what are we doing here? What the hell was that game mode? It's gonna bug me now. Because the other part of the game that bugs me a little bit is like there are no like it's a lot of unique gameplay, meaning spirit only, strike only, whatever. I want to mix and match sometimes. Try to get others to work together. They are whooping his ass. Kenpachi got him in a corner like, where you think you going? Nope. Where you think you? Nope. Where you think you going? Nope. Sit down, bah. So, are we gonna beat this though? Is there any moment like that's coming up soon where like I just didn't expect for I'm gonna say Shifar because I want to say his first name, but I always mess it up. Hold on, time out. We got a minute left and 5 bars of health. Was Ichigo the problem the whole time? Was Ichigo the problem the whole time? Because the main complaint I heard about Kenpachi, and now watch, we don't make it. The main complaint I heard about Kenpachi was that he wasn't that powerful, and I think they even gave him a little bit of a boost right after he first came out. And now they've quote unquote given Ichigo a boost. There must be something that happens at the end here that like keeps him from dying. And that must be what the problem is. Because now it seems like he was getting walked down, but now it's a little bit harder to get off his health bar. Or to walk down his health bar. Until Kenpachi comes in. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Get him. Hold him down and stab him in the face with a sword. That's what's up. You're so aggressive, man. If you and Nurse Lady had just chilled out, you could be married with kids right now. Chilling. Okay, so Kenpachi plays no games. Is he gonna make it? You got 10 seconds left, buddy. You got 10 seconds left, buddy. I saw the skull. So that kind of answers that question on this specific like realm of things. Kenpachi, even though my Ichigo is set up to be more powerful, he has all of his core stamp, like 5, Fufmal. Why did I say that? Like it's fully ascended, his core stamp. Ichigo's is. What's his face? Kenpachi's not. He only has 3. I think their ascension levels were the same. I upgraded Byakuya. I had an issue with, I thought Byakuya was not going to be good enough, so I was running Kitsuke with Kenpachi and Ichigo. I leveled up Byakuya, replaced Ichigo with him, and I was able to get past floor 17. Tried it with Ichigo first, didn't happen. We got stomped out. So, I think that kind of, even with the advantages that Ichigo has over Kenpachi, I think that kind of definitively says that Kenpachi is still better than Ichigo. And that's what I mean by the playtest. Now, I can do that with Slash, but I would love to be able to do that with like Kenpachi versus Aizen. Anywho, let's see. Did I get some stamps off that? Do I get to make a couple pulls? We're going to do that later. Now I'm wondering if I should continue on through Strike Tower. We're saving. I got a whopping 2. I don't know how to save nothing. Let's go ahead and nope. Nope. And I still want this thing here. So maybe we go to the store, check the exchange. I don't know if I've been to the store this week yet. In terms of like exchanging stuff. Not for real. Growth pack. No. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yo, software update. How dare you? Didn't I say don't disturb phone? Did I tell the phone not to disturb me? It just disturbed me. Let's go ahead and honestly, it doesn't matter. We're getting all this. And then I'll see you again in a month. Okay. Yup. By the way, pro tip, in case you guys don't know, if you dismantle those, weapon stamps, you get a gang of these things to buy stuff with. So be sure to do that. Bet we're taking all of you too. Come with me. That's all the good stuff we needed. Exchange zone. I do have enough to re-up on 10 of these stars. I've already gotten these tickets. I don't need more of these. So let's go ahead and re-up on these stars right fast. We'll just do 10 at a time. Bet. Cool. Guild supplies. That's what's up. Already taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to save those gotcha stamps. The limited edition gotcha stamps for later on. And we can run these right now. I would love to complete my Kitsuke and just go ahead and have all that set up. Here we go. It ain't gonna happen, but it's fine. We can have some fun with it. Watch out. I got Uryu. Woot. All right, last one. Chanting spirit. I mean, I'm not going to do that. That's just stupid. The thing I was about to say was just stupid. What's up, Gojo? And because I might be a stickler for 5s and 0s, let's just go ahead and get this up to 25. I should be doing 10 at a time, but you know what I'm saying. Skip. Ain't nothing. Nada. What are we doing here? Last one that I'll use, and then I'll just save it because it's at 25. All right. Fine. That was a waste of 90 seconds. Okay, we do not need to do any of this stuff because, to be fair, I don't know why. This little potency turning it is so much fun. I love it. What's up? How you doing? Sonny, hadn't seen you in a minute. What's the update? Like I said before, had some personal things in life going on, so I had to take a bit of a break. I'm not going to go into it too deep now because I did it at the beginning when Flip was like, explain yourself, sir. So there's like, at the very beginning, there's like 10 minutes of me talking about what I've been through. But nothing like crazy, nothing insane. You don't have to go back. Just, having to settle some real life adult stuff. Oh yeah, I got my Yuri for real. I got him. And I love playing with him so far. The thrust team, someone said it before, I can't remember who, is amazing right now. Yeah, the best in the game. The thrust team is easily the best in the game right now. Not even close. My bias was going to be towards Spirit, but that's only because of Aizen. And I do like Toshihiro, but there's nothing else in that team that supports that. And my Aizen is at that crazy level, so I can't even argue with people about it because my Aizen is nuts. What was I about to do? I don't forgot. Oh, and then the core stamps, which we'll have to sit and wait. If she's coming out on Friday, if Soy Fawn is coming out on Friday, then that was the other thing. I knew something was coming on Friday, so I'm gonna just wait on that and then pull that on the Friday. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Wait, Sonny, were you always the one who would show up right when I was about to go offline? I have B2 Nell and Thrust Team does ungodly damage. I mean, apparently B1 is good as hell too. Even B0 Aizen is doing like 30 million ults with 2 support. He is, but that's the thing. I can't call him a spirit team. He is a spirit 1. So like I can't call him a spirit team. Yeah, I've been using the corridor keys a lot just because, one, since they've done that whole you can select your stamp thing, I've gotten worse pulls. 2, if I get to select what I want and then you scroll through the thing, remove all 5-star core stamps, only 6-star. Why am I getting 5-star core stamps that I know I won't be using? Anyway, that stuff. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, battle. The adventure mode. We already did that. Trial arc. We already did that. Where was I? I'm legitimately trying to remember where I said I was going to play test stuff, and I cannot remember. Frenzy Feast. That was something. Trial. I cannot remember where it was. There was a game mode and I knew it. I think I was be skipping the next spirit character even if I don't have Toshihiro and only Aizen and Momo. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it because you're putting that out there before we even know when or what the next spirit character is. Because I will say this, they've done a job like with the Thrust team, for example. Thrust team is the best team in the game, right? With the Thrust team, when Gin came out, he was a nuts damage dealer. He was awesome. Then you have Nell come out, and everything she does supports what he does in terms of the alignment damage. Then you have Mayuri come out, and then Mayuri's alignment damage aligns perfectly with Nell. So now you have Nell, who's like basically playing point guard for, two amazing wing players that know how to attack, right? So if I had a scenario where you have Toshihiro, who's already an amazing damage dealer, and Aizen, who's support, but also an amazing damage dealer, and then you plop another spirit character in the middle that is boosting both of their damage or whatever, good. Who is that? Oh, it's battle number 8. I need to look that up at some point because I do not remember them. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. I was farming for what now? Oh, no. That's what I wanted to look at. So someone mentioned that, no, I think it was Pecker actually, mentioned that he put Ichigo stamps on Kitsuke instead of Kitsuke stamps. So let's see what the Ichigo stamp says that would make that cool. 2-piece. Oh, and then I also want to check on my Nemu to see where she's at in terms of ascension or boundaries. Increase slash damage by 11%. Increase base attack by 18%. Each time a technique is released, increase special attack damage by 28% for 10 seconds. Unstackable. So none of these stack. Bet. Now if we go to Kitsuke, his stuff is increase base HP by 16%. After releasing a technique, the entire team gains a 10% boost for damage dealt that lasts for 25 seconds. Hold up. Here we go with the screenshot again as we do our research. That's what's up. As a matter of fact, what I should do is like save all of these because I do want to be able to, like that was part of the making a stamps video. And actually I probably will save this. Let me go ahead and save this stuff. I'm not going to do a stamps video today, but I'm doing my proper research in order to be able to make good content for those who have questions. Right. Okay, so Kitsuke. I think it's called Hidden World 3 or whatever, right? Yeah. Hidden Wisdom. Hidden Wisdom stamp. All right, cool. We just say that. All right, so since I got 2 and 1 for Nell, I had to go for B2 Nell since it was busted. I'm slightly regret, but I went B1 Nell. But I was at a point of where I was like kind of just saving my resources because I didn't know who was coming next. I wasn't focused on it in the right way. Let's put it that way. That's better said. All right, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and go to Ichigo. I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier. I want the search. Actually, why would I say that's easier? No, it's not easier, dummy. The easiest thing to do is go to Black Moon Rising right, where is it at? Maybe it was easier. There it is. Rising Black Moon Rising. Anyway, like what? Black Snake Moon. All right, so then we have this increase slash damage by 11%. That's on that character versus increase base HP by 16%. I'd rather have the slash damage. He's not really dying that much. Increase base attack by 18%. After releasing a technique, the entire team gets a 10% boost for damage dealt that lasts for 25%. Or lasts for 25 seconds. Okay. So then that means that I will get on that third piece. March did feel a little slow. A little bit. No. I will argue that slightly because I was just talking about it. I really did like that potent poison puzzle game. I need to go back and do all the video, all the matching stuff, and all like the little mini games they give, which I do like those. A lot of times I'll just sit on my couch and be like, I'm gonna take an hour and just play these little mini games. They're fun. I like them. I like them a lot. I'll defend that slightly. I will defend that slightly. Go to the gym in a few minutes. I'm going to see you. Like, all right, bro. I'm trying to be online more often, trying to get out there a little bit more. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Have fun at the gym. Each time a technique is released, increases special attack damage by 28%. Now the thing is, the argument that I would have here is that he's boosting the hidden wisdom stamp is boosting team damage by 10%. That lasts for 10 seconds after the technique is released. With this one, it increases his base attack by 18%. Each time a technique is released, increases his special attack by 28%. So it's making him a heavier damage dealer. However, I would argue that I would rather, with him as a support, I would rather have him with the hidden wisdom because I want him to make Kenpachi hit harder, not him. You stay in the background, let Kenpachi do his work. I don't necessarily go for Kitsuke doing more damage, albeit I get it. I get where you're coming from. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. I do need to go to the Ichigo route because I'm going to take screenshot. And this is the last stamp I need. I'm going to go the Ichigo route just so it's all highlighted. And then what we're going to do right now, before I get off, which I'm making it sound like it's going to be a quick thing. It's not. I'm going to go through each of their stamps like this. And then maybe we'll be able to come up with some kind of comparison. Or like I'm trying to figure out if there's any way to mix and match that is more in line with my style of play. Let's put it that way. All right, so we save this. Okay. Because I am at that point where I think I want to do a lot more experimenting. All right, so Ichigo, Rising, Black, Moon. All right. So we got that saved. Cool. Next, we're just gonna go down the list just so I don't lose track of nobody. That was fantastic English. Don't learn English from me, guys. Let's see. Okay. Increases spirit damage by 11%. This already makes me feel like I should put this on Toshihiro instead of the Toshihiro one. Or the Toshihiro one that I have on him. Increases battlefield skill damage by 30%. Each time a battlefield skill is released, increase all damage by 10% and damage of the next 2 counterattacks from any teammate is increased by 20%. Last 10 seconds. That is complicated. So increases battlefield damage by 30%. Got it. Each time a battlefield skill is released, increases all damage by 10%. Okay. And the damage of the next 2 counterattacks from any teammate by 10. Okay. That's okay. This increased 11% damage is where I really want to be. And what made me really say like Toshihiro is where it is at. Because right now he has Conquest or whatever. That's what he's using right now. So let's go ahead, take this screenshot. Okay. Here we go. With my coffee. My cup of mud. Oh, wow. I was going to make such a dirty joke. I can't do that. Okay. I won't even tell you what it's in reference to because you guys will immediately get the joke as soon as you see it. And I don't even want that in the chat. Yeah, man. Okay, there we go. All right. Save. Cool. Okay, so now that's Aizen. And I said I was going to go in order. I'm gonna go to Toshihiro real quick. And I already did Kisuke, so I know I have to go back to Mayuri. So this is the one that they recommend for Toshihiro. Enhanced. Increase ultimate damage by 22.5%. Increase the spirit. Okay, so it does do the spirit damage thing. It does increase the spirit damage by 11%. Increase ultimate damage by 30%. Each time a technique is released, increase basic attack damage by 36% for 8 seconds. Wait a minute. Is this better? Wait, what? Well, ultimate. It says every time an ultimate's released, and we all know that Aizen loves releasing his dadgum. Why did that jump like that? We all know that Aizen loves releasing his battlefield skill as much as possible. He loves the limelight. He wants to be a K-pop star. So let's go ahead and save this one. And then this one is the one that is on Toshihiro. Yeah, Toshihiro did get a buff. Toshihiro got a buff. Ichigo got a buff. And wasn't there one other character that got a buff as well? I can't remember who the other kid, but there was like 3 of them. 2 at one time, and then Ichigo was like the last. There was like 2 other ones, I think. Or am I losing my mind? Toshihiro World Conquest. Yeah, I think so. I think because he loves using that ultimate too, or his ultimate does a crap ton of damage, and then you add on the stamp. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. No, we're here. Okay. I got it. So now we go to Mayuri and his stamp, which is complex. Can I not make this bigger? Am I gonna have to take 2 screenshots to get this to fit? Man, come on now, y'all. What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Why y'all got these long-winded ass? Okay. All right. Here we go. So we will save this for Mayuri. Sample collection. Okay, so Mayuri sample collection. But this is what I mean by like, yeah, it's cool, but their stamps are so good just for them that it kind of removes theory crafting. And I would like to do some theory crafting, and then we'll do this part of it as well, just to be complete. All right, so for Mayuri and his stamp, dove sta qua. Va bene. 2. All right, so increases ultimate charge rate by 22%. Each time, see what I mean? Poison. Who else has poison in the game? Each time poison is inflicted on an enemy, the entire team attack is increased by 5% for 30 seconds. I would rather that be baked into his passive. And then let the core stamps do like the ultimate charge rate, the ultimate damage, all that other stuff. And just have this like 3rd piece thing baked into their kits already. Anyway. And then increase the damage dealt by ultimates by 22.5%. When equipped by a full assault character, the effect is further enhanced by 7.5%. Now, they say that very, very casually. He's not full assault, right? Yeah, he's support. So what they're trying to talk about is Nemu, right? No, support. So who is the full assault character who has poison? Who is the full assault character that has poison? You're full assault, but you don't do poison. And the stamps don't grant you the ability to do poison. So I could put these stamps on Gin, and it won't matter the poison part of it. but he will get increased damage, for example, right? So that would be like the kind of argument there for him. Nell, we've already done, correct? I think I've already saved Nell. Oh man, I got the sun all on my face. Nell, I think we've already done, right? Let me double check the folder. Oh no, we haven't done Nell yet. We haven't. My boy yet. Okay. So, guys. Okay. Okay. So, save. All right, so Nell Knight's Anthem. If I spell Knights right, I'm a Batman fan. I got to be able to spell Knights right. All right. And then one more. Uno más. De acuerdo. So, save. Bet. All right, so for her stamp, increase crit damage by 40%. The first thing I think of are actually Ichigo and, well, actually maybe not Kenpachi, because Kenpachi does want, you would want some alignment damage on him. However, coming up next, after each ultimate is released, increase thrust damage. God, see, it's just stuck in that lane. By 15% for 30 seconds. After each battlefield skill is released, all characters' alignment damage bonus is increased by 40% for 30 seconds. That's awesome. But, so we could do the crit damage. This could work very well on Gin. It could. Because I want crit on him, first of all, to increase damage, because he is a damage dealer. Then he's going to increase it whenever he releases his ultimate, is going to increase his thrust damage by 15%. And then the alignment, the battlefield skill is the missing piece. That's the one that's not really going. But then alignment damage bonus is increased by 40% for 30 seconds. But that's after a battlefield skill is released. Now, after each battlefield skill is released. Question? In my best Destiny Child's voice. Does that mean by anybody? Right? And it says not stackable, so it's not like she can get it and then he can get it as well. But if she does it, then she gives him 40. She gives all characters 40% alignment damage. So if they're running together, it doesn't matter. If they're not running together, then he's going to do that for them upon other battlefield skills being released. That is the question, because it says after each battlefield skill is released. Is it the battlefield released by that character? No. Or is it okay for Gin to be on a team with Aizen, and every time Aizen releases a battlefield effect, this alignment damage thing pops up? Does anybody have any idea about that? I have that question. My sinus is hurt. It is allergy season. Bruh. Okay, so that is my question about that. That is something I would really like to know. Okay, because right now it feels as though Knight's Anthem could work with Gin. Excuse me, throat. So, and that's the only thing I've really seen. Although someone did mention, I think it was Pecker who mentioned about using Ichigo's stamps on Kitsuke. I don't know. Gin? Question mark? Who knows? All right. So we will move on to the next one. And I think after this one, I'm gonna have to take off. It's been fun. It has been fun getting back into the groove of this. Let's see. So Gin. Guys, Mocking Visage. Increases technique damage by 30%. Increases alignment damage by 50%. Each time a debuff on an enemy is triggered, the character's thrust damage is increased by 15% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times. Upon reaching 10 stacks, technique damage and ultimate damage are increased by 25% and 25% respectively. This feels like it fits Mayuri so hard. It increases alignment damage by 50%. Check. Then each time a debuff is triggered, which he has that poison thing, and that's what I mean. They didn't put each time. God, you already told me. Impale is triggered. It said each time a debuff is triggered, the character's thrust damage is increased by 1.5% for 10 seconds. And he is setting off poisons, right? Stack up to 10 times. Upon reaching 10, the technique damage and the ultimate damage are increased by 25 and 25. This goes on Mayuri. This goes on Mayuri. That works. That works. That works. And this pin does not work. Do I have I have 30 pins around here. All right. So Mocking Visage definitely goes on Mayuri, and I might actually make that change. And this is why I need to do it this way too. And then at the top of it, it is increased technique damage. That's good. That's good. I like that. So I'm very, very tempted to go ahead and build up a whole set of Mocking Visage for Mayuri, and then run that against his own stamps and see which one has the better results. I guess we could do that in Thrust Tower since I've already like beaten it, and then use that as a play test for Mayuri like exclusively. Let's see. But I do like the idea of doing that. Okay. So. All right. Yeah, I think that actually really goes. I think that really, really goes. Because I'm still getting that poison benefit without having to actually use poison. We're actually having it like limited by that poison like moniker or whatever you want to call it. Saif. Bet. All right. And what was this one? Increase ultimate charge rate. The entire team's attack is increased by 5% for 30 seconds, stacked up to 15%. I think it's a fair argument to say that Mocking Visage is better for Mayuri just based off of this alignment damage alone. 50% increase there instead of increased ultimate charge rate. That might be where that goes next. That might be where that needs to go next. I've already done Black Moon Rising, and then this one is... Oh, wait, how many more do I have? I think I have like 2 or 3 more, right? Yeah, I got a few more. So what we're going to do is we stopped at Yin. I already did Toshihiro. I already did Bankai Ichigo. And then we're going to do Tosen. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been fun to get back in the groove of things. I'm going to try to do my normal time tomorrow. We'll see. I can't make that promise, but I know I will be streaming tomorrow. So, that's for sure. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike, I'm okay with that as well. I know I typically say that at the end of YouTube videos and not the stream, but it is what it is. I'm out of practice. What can I say? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. As soon as I figure out how to stop this thing, it's been like so long that I don't even know how to like stop the stream anymore. Like where's my thing? Like how do I what